Hey everybody, it's Thursday, which means it's another episode of Naturally Unbothered. I am Shareé.
I'm Ebony.
I'm Tasha.
And I'm the guest, Corry Webb.
What's up, Corry? You're no longer a guest.
I was gonna say, are you really a guest at this point, Corry? I don't think so.
You know how it is, like when you go over people's house and you be like, you come here one time, you go get your own water and drink.
Get your own glass, pour your own drinks, nigga. Fix your
Corry.
own toast.
Corry, you got your own house key at this point.
Okay. Cool. Well, I actually have something I want to tell you, ladies.
Okay, go ahead. Start us out with
something that I want to say. I want to say congratulations on your interview you ladies had with your, I don't know, first celebrity famous guest with TashaK.
It's our second, but thank you.
Oh, is it the second? Okay.
Yeah, Passport Cuddy was our first. But she's
okay,
the
I didn't see that one. Okay.
It don't matter. We got it. Thank you.
Okay, but yeah, so the second of many. So that was a really fun interview. So congratulations, ladies.
Thank you.
I'll drink to that.
Me too.
And thanks to all the people who watched, who viewed that episode. Like,
man,
that was one of our highest episodes, our highest episode watched to date. So y'all keep watching these episodes and tell all your whole best friends to watch us too.
Yeah, it was a hit. Thank you so much. It was.
Let me tell you, it was funny to see someone else, because I think everybody who maybe comes on the first time and they get hit with that first question, like, "Oh, you want me to go first?" Like, oh, that's how y'all gonna hit me. So it was funny to kind of see that,
as opposed to you who be like, "Oh, I don't get to go first."
Yeah, not anymore. Not anymore. You used to.
Yes. Tonight is your night, boo. You are first all night tonight.
Yeah, but like most of the time when people come on our show, because it is a podcast, and when people are asked to be a guest, they automatically think it's going to be an interview, and like that's not what we do. We are for the fun, the games, and we're to put you in the hot seat and take you out your comfort zone. So that was our goal, to get her out the comfort zone, because she was blushing and she was like, "Oh shoot, okay, give me something to drink." Because
she really thought
she was about to get the interview.
I love that they always think that we finna. They be prepared. I feel like they come with the answer to the questions that they think we're gonna ask. Right?
Exactly.
They be like interviewed up. They be ready. And then when they realize this is just kick your motherfucking feet up, let your hair down, and fucking breathe.
Yes.
Just breathe. The hardest question is, what was your hardest question, Ebony? How the fuck did you become who you are? And
you know, there's like shit.
What advice do you have for motherfuckers like us trying to get to your level? Like, that was her hardest questions, but she enjoyed the show.
She didn't even have wine at first or drink. She was like, "Oh, hold on, wait a minute now. I'm gonna have to get something to drink on this right here."
Yeah, she didn't know what she thought it was gonna be, some hardcore. These bitches finna drill me. And no.
Yeah, right. And a lot of people always say that after they're on the show, they're like, "Well, I thought you was gonna ask me." Like, we literally be like, "How did you?" We give you about 2 to 5 minutes to give you a spiel on how you got started, how
people about you, right?
Yeah, and then that's it. Like, that's it. We want you to be on the show. We do want to know more about you. Don't think that we don't, but we're not an interview show. We are. What?
I was just gonna say, I guess it's just really important for people to know we don't give a fuck about your life, not all aspects of your life. We want to know how you fuck, how you getting fucked, and when the last time you fucked. That's what I want to know. We don't give a fuck about everything you talk about everybody else.
In your life. Yeah.
We want to know what you're not saying. We want to know what you're not fucking saying.
Right. Okay? Right. Anyway, what y'all drinking? Because we done jumped into this shit.
We're gonna get into it. How we get into it?
Anybody?
I'm drinking a Sun Kiss.
Okay, Sun Kiss.
Oh,
I know.
I'm just having a little red wine tonight.
I've been drinking.
I'm drinking beer.
Beer. Come on, beer.
It's Taco Tuesday. I had tacos. It came with 2 beers. I got tacos and beer.
That's a nice little
I
deal.
have been drinking Evan somebody.
Evan Williams.
Y'all know where I just came from. I was just at the Embassy Suites visiting a great friend.
Oh, they have
And
happy hour from 5 to 6.
they have, from 5:30 to 7:30. And
They moved it. Okay. Okay.
And so I went over there to visit with some out of town guests, and I was over there, and I've been drinking Evan Williams, and all I have here is tequila. So I'm not drinking anything. If you see me drinking anything, it will be water. But you know we'll be smoking.
Ain't nothing wrong with the smoke. Smoke on. Smoke on, honey. So
Listen,
let me hear. Go ahead.
We had these popsicles.
Mhm.
You know, like the push up, the frozen sticks that we get in the freezer. One of my coworkers brought me one and a couple, and I shared them. We let them melt and took shots of them while we were drinking. Y'all know what it looks like to be in a Spike Lee movie?
Like the walking.
You just floating. You ain't walking. You just floating.
Yeah.
Everything is just moving behind you. That's how we feel.
That's how it was.
That's how tonight is been. That's what we on. We just
I also want to introduce my special guest.
Look at it back there, squirmy, wormy.
Come on, Onyx.
I got him on his Gigi's bed.
Gigi.
I was gonna say, I see your background is the same this week as last week.
It is. That's all I want to say about that.
Gigi ain't gonna be too happy about that shit.
As you can see, mine has changed because of the office after Sunday sale. Let me just tell y'all, God has been moving. The universe has been moving, and manifestation works. But we had a sale on Sunday.
Tonight is a cast out night, by the way, too.
I've been doing some casting out.
Yes. But go ahead, tell us about
and some breaking forth. And so we had a sale on Sunday, kind of my best friend's closet type sale. And I decided to go full-fledged because I want a mobile boutique. I want a boutique, a vintage boutique, and I want it on wheels. And that is my goal for this year. And so I decided to start marketing that with this sale. And instead of just making it a little clean out my closet garage sale, I decided I set it up like a whole fucking boutique. I did a little mini live. You go on Facebook, you'll see it. But I set an intention and I set a goal when I left the house that day. And I made that with my second customer. I made my goal for the day.
That is amazing.
With the second customer.
And with my second customer, I made the day's goal. Wiped it out.
Wow.
Let me get $2.83.
I know I still owe you 25.
I've been making like the connections that I've been making, not just for me, but for us, like for everything that my hand touches is going to be prosperous this year. So like, I've been making connections, y'all, and we may not see the benefits, the fruits of those benefits right away, but I just want to say thank you to the people that were involved this weekend, because it is going to take Torn Couture to the next level for sure, because a big part of those proceeds, some of it was just like vintage, clean out my closet, but the big part of that was like hand painted, handmade items from Torn Couture, and it was amazing. So it was just, this year is our year, y'all. Whatever we touch is gonna turn the motherfucking gold. We got the Midas touch, right? We gonna do this shit. So
that's amazing.
Thank you to everybody. Everybody that I come in contact with, whether you've purchased from me or not, just thank you.
Beautiful.
Awesomeness.
Thank y'all. Thank you for the support. Supporting Black businesses. Awesome.
All right. So
down to the fucking, because soon we're gonna be selling dildos and suck toys on this motherfucker.
That's the goal. That's in a minute. Because y'all know
open your hole in this motherfucker.
Y'all seen the hammer that I posted on Instagram, right?
I did see that.
Okay, first of all, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the hammer.
First of of all, take the ER off of it. We're gonna call it the hammer.
Hammer.
The hammer.
The hammer.
The hammer. Let's talk about the hammer. So first things first.
I pop.
Yeah, y'all know, hush. I don't ever try to yuck people's yum, but I will say if you could take that whole hammer,
Bitch, you bad or you something. Yeah, bad. Yeah, bad.
I won't, but my birthday's coming up and it's probably gonna be some hammer time.
not that hammer. I hope not that hammer.
So you tried it?
Hell no! Did you see that thing? First
I
of all,
did.
okay.
Let me ask.
Let me
ask. Like, is the hammer shaft ain't the dildo, is it?
Yes,
I didn't understand how it
yes. Okay, so when I first seen it, I just thought that I didn't know what it did. So I did research on it. So the actual hammer, the arm of the hammer is actually what inserts into the vagina, because the little wing part,
Peace.
that's the rabbit. So the whole thing, all of that.
Oh, so you can turn it all kind of ways, depending on how you feel.
Goes in you.
What's that, about 8-9 inches?
I read the thing and it says it's like you can get it as short as 8.5 and as long as 12.
Short.
Deeper than Atlantis. Oh, that's bad. No, that's good.
Eight is short?
Nigga, I feel
It's a deep penetrating toy.
I learned, I used to think this motherfucker was paralyzing me. He was, because he was amazing. His never saw a beautiful penis. And this penis used to paralyze me until I realized that penis was touching my sciatic nerve and was paralyzing my right side.
Oh,
That's the side I have sciatic issues on right now.
Sex sent me to the ER.
That's what the hammer would do. Correct, Corey, correct. I'm just saying that to say that hammer, my sciatic, my right leg just got numb. What you talking about the inches?
Yes,
that
I
motherfucker.
really when I first sent it to y'all. As soon as I sent it to y'all. I just didn't know the magnitude of what it was, because I couldn't get past that finger.
I couldn't get across that thumb fingernail when you sent that pink picture. Sorry.
I was like, you're focused on
touching that with those hands.
Dirty ass
right.
That should never even.
Them dirty ass.
Those hands should never touch a dildo. Did you see that fingernail? Like, oh hell no.
Nasty ass nails.
If somebody tried to finger me with those fingernails, I would shoot them. Like literally, that was horrible.
Yeah. But when I sent it, I was like, I just couldn't conceptualize how it really was. So I had to do more research. So then I went, found the site, found the real name of it, and researched it. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, because it actually comes in different types of hammer arms that's curved, and it comes in different shapes. So I was like, oh my gosh. Then that's when it hit me. You got to put this whole thing in you just to feel the hammerhead.
I don't ever want to feel the hammerhead.
I don't ever want the hammer.
Oh.
Yes, Corey.
Oh.
You want me to show it to you again?
I was looking at it on the page.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you have to insert it all the way inside of you to feel the hammerhead?
Yes, the head of it has the rabbits, and then the little,
how else he gonna feel it?
The little part that hits the nail, that's supposed to be on your anus.
Corey, would you ever have
I feel like you got to be in tune with some deep yoga breaths in order to take all that dick.
I will
you have to be a tantric sex expert in order to take the shaft, in order to feel the tickle of the motherfucking nail removers.
So the buttons gonna be inside you?
Yes.
Oh my.
I'm
don't know
just
the hammer.
curious. That's all I just wanted to know.
No, Ebony, I would not.
You would not take the hammer?
She said, ask me, would I ever have sex with a woman?
I got a homegirl that used to call a motherfucker's dick. Matter of fact, my homeboy, she used to call that motherfucker the hammer.
Hammer.
We're gonna have to have her on and see if the hammer compares to the hammer.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's too much. The hammer is too much for me.
God
Yeah, that's
bless.
a lot.
God bless.
I would try it though.
asses.
I would see how far I could get it.
Baby.
I don't
I
even
would
know.
take that risk.
I don't know.
Yeah, I want to show y'all something. Since we talking
I would
about,
risk
we ain't
it.
You
talking
gonna
about-
show us your hammer?
You got
not
a new
the
toy?
hammer, but I want to tell y'all what I did. It was after Ebony, maybe the maid, maybe.
I love that show.
It made me want to organize my top drawer. This used to be my junk drawer. It used to be full of bullshit, but now, can y'all see that?
It's full of toys.
Oh, it's all neatly laid
I
out.
love it.
I have organized my
She got
top
her
nightstand
glass stick.
drawer.
Okay.
All of the
I
shit
see.
is right here.
Nice. I like it.
I
That's
love that.
That's what I need to do. I need to organize my little dingling cabinet.
That used to be,
Ding-a-ling cabinet.
you know, that shit used to be in a bag tucked away, but I'm like, now, no. It's
Mine is in a box.
Let me get my shit sophisticated.
Mine's in a little candy box.
Yeah, mine's in a box as well. I need to just say fuck it and just make
I was
me
like, I got a drawer. I got drawers.
dingling.
Y'all know what my
Shareé.
toys are in? Crown Royal bags.
Mine used to be. Mine used to be, Corey. Me too.
Corey.
Crown
Corey, let
Royal
us see your
bag.
toys, Corey. Let us see your toys.
I can't. It's too far.
I got some other shit that's still in Crown Royal bags. That's not. There's some other shit that ain't in the drawer that's still in Crown Royal bags. But me too.
But I do have a little whole bag of Crown Royal for my lubes and condoms that I just take that's always ready to go. It's always by the door.
Crown Royal.
You should just
Well,
leave it in
I'm
your
gonna tell
glove
y'all
compartment.
something. Let me tell y'all something that I
I
did
said
to
that
myself
today.
that I feel like I'm gonna regret.
Yeah.
So have y'all heard of the throat goat?
Tasha.
I've heard of that saying, but I don't know if that's an
Haven't.
actual person.
But I
or
like
something.
it.
It's not a person, it's a toy.
Oh,
I'm looking for it. So y'all know me, I'm such a freak. I feel like between me and the boyfriend, we should have every fucking toy there is to have on the face of the planet.
I feel like your nickname is Throw Baby.
sure. You keep me so hip with all of the sex
I
stuff.
know.
I love
So
it.
With the toys for sure.
So there's this toy, and it's a masturbation toy. I'm trying to get it to blow up big enough for y'all to be able to see it.
I like masturbation toys.
Well, I'm sorry, it's a blowjob toy.
Oh, job toy.
I saw that.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
Amanda
What
gave
the hell
a
is that, a piece of
review
salad?
on that.
Is that like a pocket pussy?
Before you get on the review, wait, pause, Tasha, pause, because that's what
I
I'm
figured
about.
that's where you was gonna go. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so this is what the inside looks like and what it does.
It
Oh,
spits out liquid.
No,
Like
that's
lube?
the liquid. That's the lube you put in there, and it sucks the.
Oh wow.
It
It's
sucks
a
the-
blowjob toy for men.
It's a
We put
blowjob
us
toy
bitches
for
out
men.
of business.
okay.
Yes. So
Bitches out.
some
That's some
man
creative motherfucker.
wrote a review on it.
Read the review, sorry.
And he basically said he don't
Read
fucking
the
need his
review. Just
girlfriend.
read the review. Read the review.
I gotta find it.
Because he explained. The review he wrote.
It made you
Said
want
this
to go back.
motherfucker. No,
No, I
pull
already
it
had
out.
bought the toy. Now I'm regretting that I bought the toy because I feel like the motherfucker's about to replace me.
Yeah, especially when you just started sucking dick. Goddamn right, that toy gonna replace you.
I'm still over here perfecting my techniques.
I don't know if y'all seen all the air quotes, but
I
they in there
did.
like a motherfucker.
I did.
But you
No, but I just start doing it for pleasure. That part, definitely. But no, I don't even, Tasha, I don't even have it. I thought I had it on here. I could have swore I sent it to him.
Tasha, you got it. Read it.
I don't have it. I didn't say
I got it.
I read it.
I found it. It says, "My Lord, this was the best feeling sexual experience I ever had. This feeling feels like oral sex, but it's even better. It felt like having a pair of eager lips, always desperate to suck every drop of cum out of you. It's crazy how you can control the speed and the vibrations so precisely, which makes the experience," and I can't see because whoever put their little tag on it, "so intense that you'll never forget it. The combination of settings, including vibration controls and air pump, creates the most amazing blowjob sensation. I thought I was receiving a blowjob from a real live porn star. I'm still not sure. I'm not sure. I still need my girlfriend. It's like if you could have something best sex ever at any moment, and something has changed my perspective at life." It's a screenshot, so it's shit blocking
it. Yeah, it's shit over the top of it.
It's got shit over it. But basically, this motherfucker was like,
"Bye, bitch.
He don't need no motherfucking girlfriend." So
you ain't fucking dick.
So I had seen this before we went on our cruise last December, and I ordered the shit. And it was like, it's gonna take 4 weeks for you to get it, blah, 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 blah.
What's the retail value on that?
$179.
Doable. It's doable, Corey.
That's doable.
So I seen it. I ordered it, just like, oh, let me order this shit. Just, when I'm gone for work, he got something to do.
I need them to create something that suck pussy like it suck dick for that kind of review.
I thought that was what those roses was for.
It don't. I got one and it don't.
That's what I was also going to ask
for my relationship. I'm scared. I feel like I need to get the hammer and smash this bitch.
That's what I was going to ask you. Did you ever find out what the retail value of the hammer was?
Oh no, I didn't even look.
I think it's like 1.5. I think it's like 1.5 to 200.
Yeah, okay. I didn't even look. I didn't even look because I was so like, I don't want this shit. So I didn't even look. Yeah, but I was like, I think I done fucking purchased my own replacement. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, at least you ain't got that traveling. At least you ain't got that traveling job no more. You ain't got. You still traveling? You ain't got to worry about leaving that motherfucker at home.
That's all I do is travel. That's what I said.
Well, I thought with your new. We haven't talked about your new shit. I know you got a new gig.
I don't have a new position. I'm still working my same job.
Oh.
No, I'm still working the same job.
That's why I said the same company that Ebony is working for. Did I miss something? Did I?
Yeah,
I dream that.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
You dreamt it.
I guess I did.
Let's have a drink on that.
Conversation that you
have a drink on that. Oh, you got the other beer now.
I don't believe that. I'm gonna go to my phone.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, but yeah, so I told him that. I said, "Oh shit, I think I done fucked up." He talking about he's talking about trying to be supportive. No, you didn't. It's okay. And I'm like, I don't think I was like, let me tell you, the one time that I try to get some and I can't get it, I'm promise you, I'm gonna break that bitch. That bitch gonna be broke.
Like I don't already hit the what's it called?
Embrace your dick sucking skills, boo.
What's that little machine called?
The throat goat.
He'll be like, man, the throat goat just got me before you got it.
It's got a real name.
I'm tapped out.
The throat goat.
No, that's what everybody's calling it. But it's really called the premium blowjob stimulator or something like that. That's his government name.
Speaking of blowjob, Shareé, I saw you hop on somebody's podcast the other day. It was like a men's group or something, and you just kind of like took over these people's show.
First of all, I was with my gay husband, and we haven't seen each other in 2 years, just about. And so we went to brunch at 1:00, and it was 6.
Wait a minute, that was like
he said I could
nighttime.
get the D, Corry. He said I could get the D.
Who?
What?
Shareé's gay husband.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
Yeah, he told her that she could get the D.
What?
I don't know nothing about that, but
What happened?
You want to put it out your mind, huh?
But anyway, so we had been drinking for 6 hours. And then we decided to go to his old place of employment and have a couple more drinks with friends.
Mm.
And while we were there, I just was bored because they were talking about stuff that I wasn't interested in. So I just got on Instagram and I just seen these dudes talking on the show, and it was like, it was on the live. So I just clicked on the live, and it was like, do you want to join our live? And I was like, yes. And I just joined their live. I don't know whose live it was. And I just took over.
It was interesting.
That's what I'm gonna start doing.
The whole Naturally Unbothered show. I'm
gonna start doing that. When I have myself together, I'm just gonna start, because I be watching people's live all the time. I'm just gonna be request to join and shit.
Just request. What was the podcast name?
I don't know. I was so drunk. And these gentlemen, they were so nice. They just let me talk, and they just was, they was like, oh yeah, you done turn this into the Naturally Unbothered podcast. And like, I mean,
you said Naturally Unbothered about 25,000 times.
Great. That's what the fuck we need. Great. That's what the fuck she took over for.
Shareé was like, if y'all come on our show, we gonna treat y'all like bitches. Y'all are hoes. I was like,
you was wrong. You disrespected them. They ain't gonna never come on our show.
They liked it.
Listen.
They liked it.
They liked it, and they followed. They were all in the inboxes, and I got all kinds of new followers.
They even followed me.
They did, Corry.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about.
What's the name, Corry, so I can follow them? I'd be like, I heard my girl made y'all her bitch.
Let me see.
So I can get them to follow me back.
Listen, I don't even know. I was so the next day I was trying to remember whose show it was because I was so fucked up. So I could be like, yo, my bad for taking over your show. I'm not sorry, but my bad.
You wasn't sorry. Sorry,
that's what I said. I wasn't gonna say I'm sorry. I was just gonna say my bad. But I was drunk. I mean, I was drunk, literally drinking for 6 hours straight, drunk.
Yeah, because every time this bitch called me, she was at another location with another nigga. I was like, what bitch, where are you?
Yes, because then after that, I left and went to the day party. That wasn't even it wasn't even a day party no more because it was night. But I went to a day party to listen to a listening party. I mean, I was everywhere. Everywhere.
Hey, she was with Sexy Dex, them, Corry.
You say what? She was what?
With Sexy Dex and Victor.
Sexy Dex?
Sexy Dex.
I remember Sexy Dex.
You remember Sexy Dex? Sexy Dex got a new girlfriend and she is beautiful.
Tasha, Sexy Dex was on a podcast with Vic, with the guy named Vic, like maybe 100 episodes ago.
Probably
130 episodes ago.
Something. So yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long ass time ago.
Yeah. But yeah, his girlfriend is beautiful. She's really nice. I liked her.
We ended up calling him Sexy Dex because his voice is like, he be trying to be all sensual and with his voice. No. No.
He definitely be trying to have his extra sensual
Yeah, like I'm a midnight love for sexy.
Yeah. Let me let these smooth melodies groove you, girl. Yeah, that's
No, not the Donnie Simpson Midnight Love.
Right. No.
yes.
No.
Ooh, I used to
So-
have the biggest crush on Donnie Simpson. Amen.
Ooh, Donnie
Eyes
Simpson
will-
can still
What
get
was
He's
his
fine.
saying?
Still look good.
What was his saying? Shoot for the stars, and even if you miss, you'll be among the stars. You remember he used to say that every
shoot
night
for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll be amongst the
among the
stars.
stars. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yes,
Yeah.
Donnie,
Y'all,
Okay, Donnie.
the what was it? I think it was like the Pepsi top 10 countdown. Like that was like important. Like you had to see who was number one, what was gonna be the number one video. Like that was serious
Man.
business.
Times have changed so much. Can you imagine this is where we're at in life right now?
I couldn't even. I remember when I was young and I was so into like videos and award shows, and I'd be telling my mom, she'd be like, okay. And now I be like, people be like, oh, such and such award on. I'm like, oh, I got bills
Yeah,
I'm worried
like-
about. Shit.
Okay,
We
so
used to,
highlight.
like, the whole family used to gather around and sit in front of the TV for
It was
award shows,
serious
and now
business.
It
I
was
don't
a big
even know
deal.
when they're coming on. I be done missed the shit. Be like 2
Yeah.
weeks later, I'd be like, oh, that came
I see
on.
people
Let me watch.
posting stuff. I'm like, what y'all talking about?
Yeah, they were like EPMD is getting down. I'd be like, oh damn, I'm missing
I'm
on
like, what happened? Yeah, it
Be
be
in a whole other world.
bogus,
Yes.
bogus.
Yeah.
So I said EPMD.
Shout out. So Corry, you got our topic for tonight?
I have something I need help with.
Oh, okay.
Come
Okay.
with it.
I need something I have. So I want to know, I'm in a situation.
I'm in a situation.
Okay. I want to know if anybody else has been in this situation and how you handle it. So has anybody been in a situation where you have, a partner or whatever, you fucking, and they are doing something sexually that you don't like, it's uncomfortable, or maybe it hurts. And for me, I'm uncomfortable to say something about it because I feel like this is like the most vulnerable time and place that a person could be. Like you might as well be having open heart surgery at this point. And I've had, some partners where it's like, ouch, ooh, like this is not good, but I don't know how to bring it up or what to say. Or
I used to have a guy twist my nipples all hard. I'm like, nigga, you are not twisting the TV or motherfucking washing machine. This is my
I have
nipples.
a question for that because in just doing, I don't have an answer for you. I'll start by saying that. But just in doing some therapy and self-evaluation and some personal shit that's happened to me, I'm figuring out like why I'm wired the way that I'm wired and why I am who I am and why I accept or allow some of the things that I allow.
Mm-hmm.
And with you saying that, is like, my question to you is, why is it uncomfortable for you to speak your truth in those moments? Like, why is it
going to be my thing? Because that's what I want to say.
What,
you got to speak your truth.
What's not comfortable for you? And what is? And I'm going to tell you this. I've been watching a show, y'all, Goop. That show Goop, I've been telling you about on Netflix.
I love that show.
They talk about that and how to deal with, how to be comfortable in being okay with what feels good and what doesn't feel good. If you don't communicate that, then your partner doesn't know. But if it feels uncomfortable, whether that be pain or whether it's just something that you just really don't relate to, you need to be comfortable in being able to speak about that.
Yes.
So my question to you is, in those moments where you're when you're experiencing the uncomfortableness, the unpleasure, and you feel uncomfortable with speaking about it, why? Like, what's going through your head in those moments? Why do you feel like it is that you can't say, oh, I'm uncomfortable with that, or that doesn't feel good. And I realize in situations for me, like body movements or certain sounds or pushing away, even sometimes the person you with sometimes feels like that means, oh, they doing some shit good and they want to go home. So you have to, taking me back out of the equation, my bad. What is it in those situations for you that makes you uncomfortable with speaking about how that feels and what's uncomfortable to you?
So for me, it's a thing, like I said, I think it's a very vulnerable time sexually. Like if you are, with someone sexually, let's say, you're sucking dick or you are eating pussy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I just think it's a vulnerable time, like it really is. And then you think you are down there doing the business.
Yeah.
And I think about, I'm a people pleaser. And it's like, I don't want to make them uncomfortable.
Okay.
Or make them feel shame or.
Pause for 1 second. Regardless of what's going on, when you're down there doing what you do to please them, if they farted in your face, how do you react? You still gonna just swallow that shit and keep going? Or are you gonna react how you really feel? You gonna people please? You gonna people please in that moment?
No, say how you feel, bro.
No, seriously. Because if you're going to say that you probably gonna swallow that shit and people please, it's really about, you have to look inside you and ask yourself, what is it about you that you feel like you deserve that, or that you feel like you're not allowed to speak up for yourself in that moment? It's really, there's something within you that you need to deal with, that you need to tap into, that you feel uncomfortable with, or that you feel like you're not worthy of, or that you feel like you might lose something within this person that you really
a lot of people that are like
about.
A lot of women always say, well, I'm scared to tell him, I'm scared to say this. But I don't have that problem, because when it hurt, I'd be like, hey, we gotta try something else. Like that don't feel good. Oh, don't twist my nipples like that. Like, I mean, because I don't have that problem.
There's a conversation that needs to be had.
That's why I'm asking him what it is about him, because I can tell him some situations or some things that I've allowed over years and years, that because I've started tapping into some self-healing, I'm realizing that I've allowed some things that I shouldn't have allowed. And I'm tapping into, why did I allow those things? And what is it about me that made me allow this motherfucker to do that? Or why did I allow this? And it's because of, there were some traumas in my life that I hadn't dealt with, that I'm dealing with, that's making me aware of those things. And I'm not going to reveal those things to you. I'm asking you simply. And it may be things that you're not aware of.
Honestly, Tasha, it could be something that I'm not aware of, but I personally don't think it's anything deep. It could be, but for me,
it may not be.
And it may not be, but it could be. But I think it's just, I don't want to break the mood. I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable. And then also it's like, okay, do I say something right in this moment, or do I say something later? Like, I just don't know how to really bring it up.
And I think it'll depend on each situation, right? Depending on how deep or how uncomfortable the situation is, whether you bring it up in the moment or whether it's something, oh, this is somebody I know I'm going to continue to deal with, so we can talk about this later, and I can say, hey, that particular situation or that particular thing was uncomfortable for me, so maybe next time we can try it this way. You know what I'm saying? But to feel like you can't have that conversation.
And it's a thing, like, I don't think anybody ever thinks that their sexual skills are bad. Everybody gonna be like, I know I do this and I know I do this, but are we really? You know what I'm saying? And like, how are we supposed to know? Like, I mean, like, this isn't like really taught to us.
So are
And
you worried about that? Are you worried that if you say something, they're gonna think that your sex is bad?
Not that my sex is bad.
Or that they're
Or
gonna
that
think
their-
you think
that
their
their
sex
sex
is
is
bad.
bad.
I'm more concerned about their, like, I don't want them to be embarrassed, like, oh shit, I'm really over here doing this.
Shareé, on some shows back, we had a conversation about how we've probably ruined men because we haven't told them.
Right.
Said
We've been
what it
accepting.
was.
We've taken the trash can dick and we've oohed and ahhed just enough for them to get the fuck up off of us.
Right.
We're not doing those men any justice, right?
At all.
Corey?
Mhm.
So that's what we're
Mhm.
getting to. So if it's not a situation where it's a trauma situation where you don't feel like you're traumatized in that situation, but if it's a situation where you just feel like, I don't want him to think that I don't like him or this is that, and you're never going to be pleased. If it's a one night stand, it don't fucking matter. But if it's somebody that you really want to try to get to know or really encounter or really figure out what y'all can really experience together sexually, if you're not communicating with what's uncomfortable and what feels good, that don't feel so good, but that felt amazing. Like, if y'all are not communicating that, how can you ever get to ultimate pleasure if you don't know what pleases one or the other? And if you're afraid to communicate that, then how are they ever going to know how to please you?
Right.
You
And
understand?
it's gonna be like a whole, like, it's gonna be a thing. Like, if you don't let him know that it's hurting you and he thinks it's something that he really likes doing, but every time it's bringing you pain, like, you have to say that.
You have to
Otherwise
say
he'll
that.
think that you like that.
On Goop, let me say this real quick. On Goop, there's a married couple and they were doing this exercise, and the wife was in a position and she felt like when her husband was about to embrace her, she felt like she was bracing. She felt like she was bracing for intercourse, and that was eye-opening for her because she felt like, and I've always said I had a relationship where I was like, every time your dick get hard don't mean my pussy is wet. Like, you got to do something to get me excited to make me want to meet you there. You know what I'm saying? So she could be washing the dishes. She could be washing the dishes and he come tap her on the shoulder, and because his dick is hard and he's horny, he expects that when he taps her on the shoulder that she's gonna turn around and be ready to fuck. No, she required something different than what he required, but he had to learn that. And he thought that he was crazy sexual and that she was a prude. She was not. Turned out that her sexual energy, she was higher.
Yeah,
she was higher freaky, she was higher and kinky than he was. He just didn't know how to relate to her sexually until they had this conversation, right? And then just in my self-work and realizing and talking to therapists and realizing I allow certain things with certain people because of some of the trauma that I've been through, and certain people hold a certain amount of control over you because of what you've always allowed them to do and say and what you've allowed them. I have a date rapist that has had control over me for years until I finally realized, like, why do I still have sex with this person? Why do I still allow this person to be a part of my life? Why do I still call this person my friend? But it was a coping mechanism for me. And now that I've been doing the work and I realized that, like, I realized I was keeping myself in a guilty place and allowing that person to capitalize on that, right? So when I asked you the question I asked you, I'm asking for that reason. Like, is it because You feel
No,
like
it's nothing like that. It's just it's uncomfortable for me just because I'm thinking about them and how they may take it, and is this gonna break the mood and all of that? Ebony, what are you laughing at?
I don't know, but I'm about to shoot her and the dog.
Sorry, y'all. The dog got caught up in the springs under this raggy ass mattress in my mom's room. He was up in the box spring.
Oh.
So that's what I was trying. My bad. Carry on.
I'm gonna say this. It does not matter if it breaks the mood, if something uncomfortable is happening to you.
Right.
Period. That's how rape victims get caught up.
Absolutely.
Because they feel like, oh, I've kissed, I've fondled, I've let him take me to this point. Now, if I back out, I'm gonna look bad, or it's gonna break the call, and it's gonna make me look or feel a certain way. If some shit is uncomfortable to you, regardless to how much you like the person, regardless if it felt good in the beginning, you like this person, you want to move forward in that moment. If a sexual act is happening to you, even if you want the sexual act to continue, this right now, that particular thing doesn't feel good. Maybe if you try it this way, it might feel better. You should feel okay with being able to tell somebody this doesn't feel good and this does.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
I agree with
they
you.
may just not know, and they want to be open to pleasing you. If it's not a barbaric situation and the motherfucker's just on top of you and all about them and not you, and acting like you invisible with their motherfucking elbow in your neck and acting like you're not even there, you know what I'm saying? Then it's worth the conversation, even in that moment. If it doesn't feel good to you, you should be okay with saying this doesn't feel good, or altering yourself, your position, or whatever it takes to make it pleasurable for you. But if it's not pleasurable for you, if it's not pleasurable for everybody involved, then that's not okay. Period.
Not at all.
You need to have your own fucking voice, regardless to what the motherfucker on the other end is gonna think. Period.
In that moment.
In that motherfucking moment, not later. In that moment,
it has to be
now.
in that moment.
Right
Okay.
now.
And you can be very gentle when you say it. Like,
Yeah,
because
it doesn't have to be something that breaks
some
the whole
awkward situations
on.
to where I've had to, ask somebody to stop doing something. Like, I have very, very long nipples. My nipples are long. They're very big nipples. And
you got the Playtex.
It looks like the play.
Yeah.
Does. And so people tend to think that they can twist them and pinch them and do that shit. Like, they don't have a lot of feeling to them, but I don't need you to be doing all of that. And so I normally be like, hey, don't do that. Because I'm so fucking aggressive, I literally reached up and did the same shit to them. They be like, ow, and I be like, that's how that feels. You know what I'm saying? But that's with somebody that I was super comfortable with. But people that I've just never been that person. If it hurts, it hurts. If I don't like it, I don't like it. Like, hey, let's do something else. Let's try another position. Did you really like that? Because I didn't. You know what I'm saying? That's just the person that I've always been, because I always want to get the best out of sex. But
if you're in a situation where you feel uncomfortable saying those things, you have to ask yourself, why? Why am I uncomfortable saying those things out loud?
And let me tell you something. If telling him, hey, that don't feel too good. If he gets an attitude from that shit, that's somebody you don't need to be fucking no way, because they don't give a fuck about you.
Clearly. Okay. I got you. I'm gonna go fuck somebody tonight and give y'all a report.
Please.
Yeah, please.
Please, because I can't get no dick tonight. So somebody on this show needs to get some goddamn dick tonight.
Where's the artist?
You need to get the hammer.
I don't want no parts of the hammer. And the artist is in Georgia. I'm in Tennessee.
Oh, you in Tennessee?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah. So Ebony, I'm gonna need you to take us out, because that's our show.
Damn, I don't get to say my name. Okay.
Don't say my name and no motherfucking fuck me, whatever my shit be. Fuck
we can do a second show, but this show is complete.
No, I'm
This show
good
is
with
a-
it all. Either way.
Okay, cool. So as y'all saw, I was here, but I was not here. But I'm glad y'all tuned in to see me. The closing is y'all can follow us on Naturally Unbothered on IG, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can email us at naturallyunbothered2@gmail.com. That is naturallyunbothered2@gmail.com. You can leave us a message. We welcome your feedback, your comments, your show ideas, and ebonites. You know how I adore your advice requests, so keep them coming. You can listen on Apple, Spotify, iHeart, Audible, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Please make sure you watch us on YouTube, you subscribe, you rate, you leave a review, and don't forget to select the notification bell so that you know every time we upload a new episode every Thursday. It's easy. It takes you 3 motherfucking seconds. So just do that, please. If you're looking for Naturally Unbothered merch, okay, nobody has any. If you're looking for Naturally Unbothered merch, I'm gonna tell you where to go.
I am.
You can visit
You better stop
You can visit www.naturallyunbothered.com. That is www.naturallyunbothered.com and click that merch link. Now, the most important thing I've said, other than thank you for watching me, is make sure you tell your friends and your hoe ass friends and your mama's hoe ass friends and your daddy's hoe ass friends and your uncle's hoe ass friends and every hoe you know that has friends to tune in to Naturally Unbothered and me.
Not the blow and the kiss.
Yes.
Thank you.
The kiss
Corry, thanks for
of death.
being on the show. As always, you have been fabulous.
You
So
are
welcome.
fabulous.
I love coming with you ladies.
We love having you come with us.
We
Yeah.
love making you come.
Yeah.
Until next time, everybody. It's been another great episode of Naturally Unbothered. Toodles.
Deuces.
Peace.